It's the ASCII Super L5, and it was actually designed to play RPGs. Yep. Yeah, you got the ASCII L5 in one hand, and you're holding the baby in the other.
Alrighty. Time for some UN Squad. Area 88.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so
Let's go.
the Super Famicom version differs quite a bit from the arcade version, which is relatively straightforward.
Uh-oh.
But the Super Famicom
Hold on
version,
a sec. His overlay's a little cut off. Is that me or
Uh-oh.
is that him? Oh, it's me. I'm stupid. Don't tell him anything. It's me. Hold on, I'll fix it. There we
Here we
go.
go.
It's fixed.
So the first stage really is pretty simple. There's not much in the way of threats in this stage. It's one that you can really route out pretty easily, and there's a lot of help in this first stage. There's the first Mobi-Chan there that you can see that you just reveal by shooting at a certain spot in the sky there, and that is basically a screen clear.
Turn down his audio.
And the only special weapon that he grabs in this first stage are the bombs, just to make it easier to take out some of these helicopters coming in from behind, and a couple of threats on the ground. And the default plane that you start out with is called the Crusader, and this is what he'll be using for the majority of the run.
I didn't see. What pilot did he select?
He always plays as Shin Kazama.
Ah, yes. Shin's cool.
And the reason for that is Shin powers up pretty quickly, and so that helps with, getting up to the requisite power level that you need to have better screen control and crowd control, so to speak.
You know what annoys me most about UN Squadron is I feel like Robotech, they while they were at it, they should have made a Robotech game like this. Capcom should have, because this is based on some kind of anime, right?
Yeah, there was a manga from 1979 to 1986, and then there was an OVA in 1985. And so this game is kind of, or the arcade game is kind of loosely based on that. And then here there should be another. Oh, there was another Mobi-Chan that he just got. It's hard to see there, but it's right there when that group of 6 eagles comes in. You can kind of reveal it and get rid of them quickly. And the two, if you didn't see before, the two special weapons he grabs in this stage are the bombs and the Mega Crush, which is sort of like your giant bomb sort of power-up that you use to screen clear, do tons of damage to bosses, and it gives you iframes during the during the time when you're using it. So it really is a huge help in many boss situations, particularly.
Yeah, those... I've played a good amount of UN Squadron, and those... I don't know what exactly they are, but those sort of spear-looking weapons, those things can be real nasty. Because they got huge hitboxes on them.
Yeah, the hook missiles are nasty.
Great soundtrack, of course.
Yep. Interesting thing about the Blue Eagles that you fight, they are the only U.S. Air Force specific craft in the game, from what I understand. Here we are at the Bill Gates Executive Stealth Fighter.
That was close.
And the strategy that he came up with for this boss that you saw there was to drop bombs as the thing approaches and then immediately get behind it, because once you're at power level 3, you can wreck him pretty quickly. And I believe he got his first extend there as well.
Yeah, that was slick.
And of course the Mega Crush to do a ton of damage and avoid getting hit from those balls that fire out and then do an 8-way spread. So here in the desert stage, he just picked bombs because those are just needed for a couple of spots. The interesting thing about that red missile carrier there is it seems to be a random element where if you go and approach it from below or from down on the ground, it will drop an orange power-up. But if you start attacking it from up above, it drops a blue one, which is what you want because that gives you more power.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it was something that he's noticed in his practice, and as he and I were doing some practice run-throughs, we kind of did a little bit of testing with that, and it seems it's not 100% consistent, but it seems more often than not, if you attack from above, you'll end up with a blue power-up versus the orange.
Yeah, these sections start to get real tricky with the stuff spawning behind you. That's when you really got to know the enemy layouts, because otherwise you just get rammed.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of memo in this game for sure. So here at the boss, you've got you can get really close down here, as you can see, down to the floor of the carrier, and you just sort of take out these little missile launch bays as quickly as you can while not getting hit from them on the two behind.
Yeah, I do love how low profile your ship is in this game. For, being an old school shmup, you can really squeeze in some tight places.
And now you just set up so that your plane is right above the rock there, and you can just fire away.
Abuse that hitbox.
So if you look at the controller that he's holding, you can see that all 4 of the action buttons that would normally be on the face of your Super Famicom or Super NES controller are there below. This controller does have auto fire features that are below where his thumb is. Beneath the D-pad, there's 4 little color coordinated, or 5 tiny little buttons. And you can activate auto fire, but he's not using that because the auto fire rate of the L5 is actually not as good as what you get by just feathering the button, because you get a burst shot every time you hit the button.
That's always tricky with certain shmups.
Right here at the beginning of the stage, you saw him jump down and go right down to the bottom corner to destroy some trees. That's an important element in this stage, because there's a secret where if you take out all of the trees on your approach to the boss, you can then unlock a hidden power-up that is sort of a unicorn, and that gives you a shield that will allow you to take 3 hits, which is important for the boss in this stage, the Forest Fortress.
Oh, damn it! Took hit there.
Yeah.
So he can
for those
recover.
unfamiliar,
Yes.
yeah, for those unfamiliar with the game, there is a sort of a life or shield system in this game where it's not a one-hit death, but it is a two-hit death if you get hit after your first time that you take a hit. If you
Yes.
take another one right away while you're in danger mode,
You're dead.
you will die. So you really have to be careful.
And this game's got checkpoints, if I remember
yeah.
correctly. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, so there's your unicorn. Always make sure to grab that if you can. Oh, unfortunate missile hit there.
What happens with the unicorn? I've actually never collected that before.
Yeah, so you can see the shield there around his plane. The cool thing here is that as you approach, if you again set your plane up so that the top of your or that the bottom of your shots are sort of grazing the trees, you're taking out those cannons while not being able to take any damage. They'll
Right.
use the Mega Crush and do heavy damage to the core. And there comes the
Oh yeah, nice. This boss fight's kind of interesting because you'll turn around.
yes, and that happens multiple times during the game. There's the Yashichi that's hidden there that will refill your shield or your health gauge. And again, set it up so that your shots are just grazing the tops of the trees, and the bullets from those cannons will fly under you. You should
Nice.
be able to take that out and fly through the fire, and boom, you're done. The Forest Fortress is
Nice.
down.
Yeah, I struggled on that stage forever because I didn't know about as many of those setups and stuff. And
So-
you went Squadron. If you don't know what's going to happen, if you don't know the patterns, it is so hard to react to everything.
Yeah. Here he'll be taking on what's called the Senkan Minsk. There was a mistranslation for the arcade and Super NES versions where it's called the Minx, but it's actually Minsk.
I like the
So-
Minx better.
You know, well, now that I know that, I can say that hopefully he'll have a good run here and be able to get through the stage without taking too many hits, and then be able to make mince meat of the boss.
Right.
You're welcome, chat, for the free dad joke there. There's a particular tricky spot here where you get assaulted by helicopters from the back and front. Yeah, right there. And the boat coming up. And so,
Yeah, those bombs are so valuable in stages like this.
big time. Yeah, the other special weapons, there's your unicorn in this stage.
Wait, are they in
And
every
what you
stage?
wanted- Not in every stage. They're in specific locations. So
Ah.
here you can see he's lined up so that the main cannon's fire goes under you until you get too close, and then
Gotta sneak up
it'll
over,
split
yeah.
off into two. And the idea here is to take out as many threats on your way over the first approach of the boss as possible. Use the Mega Crush here to majorly damage stuff, and here you can confuse these main cannons.
That's great.
so that
Yeah,
and
so they don't fire.
I don't know if you saw it there. There was a hidden weapon refill that he just picked up. That as again, you just shoot the air, and
Ooh.
ooh, looks like his positioning is a
Steady.
little off, but he made sure to do it there. And basically, you just
Yes,
rock
that's
back
great.
and forth here to confuse the gun, so that he can have the ship go on another pass. The reason is
There's
because
a section in Metal
he-
Slug X where you do that. It's great.
okay. He wants to be able to make another pass because as you approach again, this will now reveal a hidden star that you want to pick up. And there are several of these stars throughout the game that if you can reveal them and pick them up, they're worth $50,000 of in-game currency, which you'll want so
yeah,
that
upgrade your ship.
he can purchase a better plane later.
Turns out planes are expensive in this game. Who would have thought?
Indeed. There it is. So now all he's got to do is take out this cannon, and you're done.
I'm starting to forget he's playing one-handed. I'm like, oh yeah.
Mince meat.
You know, it does seem a tragedy though to use an ASCII pad without auto fire. I think that's part of the setup instructions when you get them.
All right, so now the submarine has surfaced. So now he'll take that on. That's the Sea Vet, and he's only getting the Mega Crush for this fight.
Oh boy.
And this one gave me a lot of trouble when I was concentrating on this game. I just never found a rhythm for it, but...
Very cinematic opening there. It's just like, yeah. The devs were literally sitting there like, no, you're going to listen to some music for a while, buddy.
Yeah, basically it's just a matter of knowing how and when to sort of whip around so that you're avoiding the bullets as the planes are coming by,
Jeez.
rather than worrying about the planes most of the time. Ooh,
oh,
you got
no.
a hit there. The other thing is
bullet ceiling does not
a-
exist in this
No.
fight.
And there is a little bit of RNG. He actually took it out so quickly that you never got to see the missiles.
Nice.
Most of the time, on the second or third time that the craft comes up, he'll fire a volley of missiles. You don't want to shoot those, or they'll split apart, and you'll create a difficult situation to kind of weave through. So now stage 7, we're going to take on the Wolf Pack, which is a batch of 3 stealth fighters. And this stage, as long as you're controlling what's coming on screen and taking stuff out one by one as they appear,
right,
you're going to be okay. But if you let 2 or 3 planes get on screen and not take them out, you're going to have a bad time, because
and
they'll start...
You can see in this game, or in this level, there's a bit of a, what is it, vertical scroll? Would you call it?
Yep, a little bit.
Where you can go, this appears in some, like Axelay has this too, where if you go up, it'll kind of go a little bit up. It's not just all the viewpoint, or viewport.
Boom. So there you see that he took out the stuff very quickly by using the Mega Crush immediately and then getting behind one to double damage it. So now, for this stage, now...
Oh yeah.
Looks
Did
like
he
he's
upgrade
gonna
his
stay
plane?
with Not yet. He's going to
Not
stay
yet.
with the
Okay.
Crusader for a little bit.
Oh, this stage. I remember this stage.
Yeah. So you
Rock
got to watch out for
formations.
these planes that come in from the front and from behind. They'll drop these fire bombs that will create a giant column of fire. So here at this first rock formation is the first star. Boom, he got it. Very nice. And he's just got the... Yeah, there's those fire bombs you got to watch out for.
Jeez.
Because you'll take damage from them even when they're just falling. So they're kind of a double threat. And here's the second star.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Like, nope. You got cornered there. That's all right. By the time this stage is done, he should have enough money to upgrade. Oh.
Uh-oh. Danger.
It can be hard to thread the MiGs. Now, the strategy for this is the Jeff Bezos luxury SR-71. And the interesting thing about this ship is those homing, those missiles, because they will hone in on your position.
Oh, damn it.
There's one of the planes in the game allows to, or basically gives you a pass on those. That's the YF-23.
No.
Ooh. Dang. Okay, so, yeah. That's the one spot that is going to be a little bit tricky here, but because of that death now, he's basically at max power, so at least he should have plenty of capability to take stuff out. And this gives him another opportunity to pick up those stars. So sometimes it can be a, you know, you can kind of plan a death here so that you can...
Hey, question, because I've never tried this. Can you milk the stars? So, for example, you get star, then you suicide, and then you replay the stage, get the star,
Yes.
suicide, replay the stage.
Yes, you can.
Nice. I don't know if that's really worth it, but something you could try, I guess.
Right. The thing to remember about playing with this controller too is that it's very difficult because he's essentially bracing it with most of his hand.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And so he cannot press more than one button on the back side of the controller at a time.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice
that was
use of the nice use of the...
This boy does not want to heal. He's not having it.
No, well, he's out of hits out. Yeah. Yeah, he's out of hits at this point.
Maybe he's
But
got
he's
enough
still in
money
good
for a
shape.
big ship. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm talking
now
about.
Now he's gonna go to the Ifrit, and the nice thing about the F200 there is you get twice the amount of ammo with all the special weapons.
Yeah.
So with all the other planes, you get 1 Mega Crush per level, but the cool thing about this one is you'll get 2.
Nice. That seems
and
very
so
good.
when you come across once you have this plane, once you come across the weapon replenishment icons that are hidden in some of the stages, if you happen to use both Mega Crushes prior to getting that weapon replenishment, you will get another one, because it basically gives you a 50% replacement.
Right. Nice.
But yeah, the great thing about, like I said, the great thing about this plane is all the extra ammo. So you can save 15% or more on weapon replenishment by switching to F200.
Yeah, that's gonna come in handy when he has to fight these missiles too.
Yeah. The other nice thing about this plane, as opposed to the Crusader, is that the Crusader's top power level is 5, whereas the F200 is I think 7
Fire!
or 6.
There. I was about to say.
Boom. So that helps now with the additional...
Yeah, get cluster out. He's got one more cluster. Come on. Now. There you go.
Boom.
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. So having that extra Mega Crush really helped, for sure.
Yeah, having that those extra clusters too.
And again,
That boss seems like a
you get
pain in the ass.
iframes with the cluster, or with the Mega Crush, so that helps quite a bit.
Nothing like a good iframe.
So in the final stage, let's see here. Oh no, here we go. This is the cave. This is the stage that there are a couple of particular strategies that, if you're not aware of, this is the stage where you might have a bad time.
Yeah.
Picking up the Phoenix missiles, especially with the F200, is key, because there are a lot of targets that you can get that will come in from behind you like that you'll be able to take out much more efficiently and safely with the Phoenix missiles.
Shoutouts to the background, real quick. Background looks great. See the little
yeah.
water effects going on?
Yep.
Just a nice little touch.
There's a tricky spot here where you got to thread through some planes and kind of do a little back and forth dance.
Oh, damn it. So the real struggle of this game is anything coming above or below you, your ship is completely blind in those areas. It's really difficult.
Yep. And here it is super important to have these Phoenix missiles to just take out all the threats.
Oh, shit.
And there's another hidden star.
Hit the star.
And should be 1 or 2 more Phoenix missiles here. Yep. Take those guys out. A couple more planes, and then...
Boss time?
Just about. Okay, here we go. So, there's a trick with this area where the ground won't damage you, and you can fly all the way down to the bottom.
Oh.
That's important because you can sneak underneath of these enemies that come in. And of course, the Ifrit allows you to use the weapon pod or the gun pods, so you get the upward fire to hit the weak spot, which is that blue orb there.
Oh, that was close.
So the idea here is to gun pod.
Gun pod is one of the coolest weapons in the game. I mean, it's so cool.
Yeah, basically you want to gun pod the orb until, boom, right there.
Yeah, you still got a little more.
Oh, and the other thing is you can sneak under those ships.
Oh, don't do it.
But you can't...
Make it crush.
You can't... Yeah, you can't get away from the fire. So if the fire is coming out, either top or bottom, you'll still take damage. But as long as they're not firing, you can sneak underneath of them. So it's a huge safety strat in this area, and it makes that boss fight way easier. The F-200 is, just so you know, it's based on a fictional MiG-31 that was from the movie Firefox.
Oh, cool.
And now we come up on Project 4, which is the enemy base of the basically the military faction that is the rival of Area 88.
Gotta take the fight to them. No more playing defense.
So there's your Mobichan to help clear the field. And in this little corridor, you should be able to mostly stay in the center because of the width of the fire to take out all these cannons until you get toward the end. Then you got to move up because there'll be a group of eagles that'll come in from behind.
Oh,
there we go.
Jeez. Of course.
So you definitely have to know about those.
Yeah.
There is a hidden weapon replenisher partway through. You got to watch out for these rock deals. When they get to the ceiling, then they'll drop back down and split off into 3. And so you have to be mindful of their position. Ooh.
Yeah, I hate how
unfortunate hit there.
Yeah,
and it's
when
always
they sweep
good to
down
take
in,
out
those are crazy.
It's always good to take out those red missile deals. This is another good strat here, basically just to stay at the bottom and take out everything as it comes in, and then, There's another Mobichan for a screen clear. Boom.
Yeah, good timing there.
There's a hidden health pickup in this stage 2.
Yeah, great item management. That's really important in this game.
Yeah.
Like that swapping over to this cluster spinner attack or whatever it is called. Cluster bomb.
Right. Well, and the thing is, like I said before, since he can only use one finger to hit the face buttons at a time, he's got to move his finger over to the other button to select. There's the health pickup.
Nice.
And then coming up here shortly should be a unicorn.
Uh-oh. Danger,
Boom.
danger, son of a bitch.
Now we switch to the bullpup, which is like a spread missile deal. This is kind of a safety strat. It also does a lot of damage, but this plane will drop these launchers on the ground that you can see.
Yeah.
When he goes back, then it's easier to take them out with the bullpup.
Right.
Because then you're doing damage to the boss and taking those things out as well. That way it's a more safe way to deal with those missile pods that he shoots out. Alright, now switch to the Mega Crush for the final boss. As you approach, he's going to take out the nose as quickly as possible. Do some damage here, and then just start Mega Crushing to take out cannons.
Yeah.
And then hopefully this top fin. There we go. Now we'll
Turn
flip
around.
around. He'll take out the bottom fin.
Can't get to that.
Yep, and there we go. And use all your iframes while the Mega Crush is going on there. And now switch to the cluster so that as he approaches, and these other turrets you cannot take out.
Right.
Oh, I guess he's going to go with the Phoenix here and just pelt it with some Phoenix missiles. Yeah, so there are always going to be cannons that'll shoot at you. Boom! And there you go.
Nicely played.
So, not a no-death run, but
Got
a
the clear.
one-all, one-handed, and very nice.
What a fun game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and one cool thing to note here, this escape sequence is not present when you play the game on easy mode. So you know you're at least on normal or above if you see this escape sequence at the end. So it's kind of a fun little change that Capcom made or did for the game.
Come on. It's not even that good. Come on.
Oh, good stuff. For those who didn't notice while the run was going on, the green button that he was pushing most of the time was, of course, the fire button. That's Y. The special weapon button is the blue one. That's B. And then the weapon select is X. Or excuse me, special is yellow, which is B, and then blue is X, which is select, or weapon select, I should say.
Well, awesome. I know a lot of people were really looking forward to that run.
Yeah, this is fun to watch, and
it's also
been
fun that
to...
he put his face in the character portrait overlay.
Oh yeah, yeah. He told me beforehand he was going to do that.
That's great. All right, now I think it's safe to bring chat back on. I didn't want to mess up his overlay.
Right.
With my dirty chat overlay. Dirty chat. Alrighty, so let's see what's up next.
No, I can't.
We got... Oh, Eden's Aegis? Aegis?
I think it's Eden's Aegis.
Aegis.
I don't hear anyone talking.
If I remember correctly.
The server is deafened on Discord.
Oh, here, let me...
You can do a bit of Q&A if you want, but...
Hold on a sec. Hey, hold on. Tell him to hold on. Okay, you're free.
Hey, how's it going?
I have set you free. Hold on, I gotta mute your channel. Hold on a sec. Okay.
All right.
Oh, gotta
So
scroll back.
that was the thing, I guess.
Nicely done. That was
Yeah,
really
that was
fun.
a great run. The canyon was a little bit of a jerk, but
Oh yeah, no, that was. I knew I was going to have problems, and if I'm 100% honest, I was just a bit too late reaching for the button to hit that cluster.
Yeah.
I had
Oh.
excellent RNG going into the Jeff Bezos's luxury SR-71 fight. But I don't know, it happens, right?
Yep.
So, but I mean, I've done it before. One of these days, I'll nail it live on stream. But I mean, at the very least, because I had to go through the stage a couple of times, it gave me more score and more power for the final stages. So
Yep.
it was useful in that sort of respect, regardless.
You were just milking the star. That's all that was going on. You were just milking the star.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
money. It's all
that's what we'll call it.
strategic.
Sure, get that extra cash.
All strategic.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Well, awesome. That was a great run. I was pretty into it.
Well, I'm glad I entertained everyone who watched.